Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix Tremaine and this is going to be my review for Insecure Season 4, Episode 1. Now, first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it, and I'm putting this review on both channels to see if my audience with the 20,000 subscribers are into this show. But I also have my new channel where a lot of my other reviews and music reviews and things are going on. So if you're looking at this on that smaller channel, we're inching up to 600 subscribers, and I really want to hit my goal of 1,000. So please help me do that. If you haven't subscribed, you'll see the description box has, all of my links, including my social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, my soap group on Facebook. And I just want you to be part of the Phoenix Tremaine Soap Fam / Phoenix Force Experience, because on my other channel I call those subscribers the Phoenix Force. So I want you to join the force. Now let's talk about Insecure. And the only way I can talk about Insecure, because I don't know all the names of the characters, it's because I saw the first episode of Season 1. I watched it with my baby. The baby didn't like it. So I said, I'm going to go ahead and watch by myself. And then before I knew it, the season was over. And I said, let me go ahead. Issas doing great things. I love what she's doing in community. I love what she's doing in entertainment. So I went on ahead and I brought the DVD set for Insecure Season 1. And I didn't watch it because one of my friends, who I respect, was complaining about the show on Facebook. And he kept saying that he likes the show, but he can't stand how they're constantly using the N-word, which is one of my pet peeves, and is also the reason why I didn't watch The Wire, because I just couldn't, because it was like N-word, 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 and I was done. I'm one of those black folks that does not like to use the N-word. I've sort of held back a little bit when I understand that certain people that I know that say it, they're saying it with a different connotation. I get it, even though I still think it's wrong. But it made me not going ahead and finish Season 1 or Season 2. When they came out, I hadn't watched Season 1, so I didn't watch Season 2, didn't watch Season 3. And then when I asked my soap fam what shows do they want me to review, and one of those shows was Insecure. And I said, whoa. Am I going to binge watch 3 seasons, or can I watch Season 4, Episode 1? It's not rocket science. Can I jump on board on Season 4? And I think I did a pretty good job, especially since I've seen sex clips of Insecure on Twitter and other places plenty of times. They trend and they go viral. So I pretty much know who was with who. But, so I kind of understand the Issa Lawrence relationship, and I've seen little clips or whatever. So, I watched this episode, and I'm going to just give you my impression as someone who has not watched 3 seasons and can only go by what I saw in Season 4, Episode 1. And the other thing that a little turned me off to Insecure is, as much as I admire Issa, she's a little rude to her fans when it comes to when people are excited about the show and they're asking her, well, when the show's going to come back, and they're excited, and she has an attitude it'll come back when it come back. What? Huh? How can you really say that like that to your fans? And then for this promo junket, there's a clip, if you're watching I think it's the teaser trailer or one of the trailers for Season 4. At the end, she says, and stop asking me for it to be an hour show. It's a half-hour show. It's in the title. Your fans love your show so much that they want more. They want it to be an hour. And rather than being more gracious and saying thank you, you gave them attitude, and that turned me off. But I love my fans. So if they want me to review Insecure, I'll review Insecure. And if I like Season 4, I'll go watch the other 3 seasons. So my first impressions is it was a lot of sex, which I enjoyed because I don't think there's not enough black love on television. I've been complaining about this with soap operas, and I've been complaining about it in mainstream media. So it was nice to see a mainstream, HBO, allowing so much representation of different types of black love. There's no super couples on the show. So it kind of reminds me of Sex and the City, which is a show I loved, and I have all those DVDs. I could watch that from the beginning to end again. And the show reminds me of Sex and the City. They don't have the same archetype characters, but I enjoyed those scenes, and I liked that they used different body types in the scenes. And that's new and that's refreshing, and so I appreciated it. And I like that when they showed the love scene between Issa and the big guy, the TSA agent, that they did show that when you're dealing with someone who's a little bit bigger, you may have to maneuver around to get the right position, and they went and did my favorite position. So that was cool. As far as the show goes, other than the sex, I really enjoyed well, let me say something that I didn't enjoy. I really got all the characters. I appreciated that Issa's shocked that Lawrence was dating her new friend who's helping her out with this block party. And what I didn't get was the friend's reaction to finding out that she's dating the ex of someone she's working with. And Lawrence had that date night ready for her, and she was like, I'm good, I need to get my head right. And I thought that was very rude. I know that people can do that, women can do that. I know most of the women that I know, when they have been in situations where they've discovered that they're dating someone's ex, or they find out about the ex in general, a lot of times they actually double down and like, you my man, and I'm gonna do everything so that it'll block her out. I'm gonna make sure that you never think about her again. And she had the opposite reaction. Instead of doubling down and trying to, make sure that he knew that she was his woman, she turned tail and ran. I could understand if Issa did that with her man, because she was in her head, in her feelings, and she just didn't feel like being with this particular guy because she still has feelings for Lawrence. I could understand if it worked out that way, but when it was in reverse, it didn't really feel right. I definitely understood at the very end when her best friend found out about the Lawrence situation, and they're at like the trash can, and she's like, Lisa's like, oh, I'm good. Sometimes your friends can really say things that hurt you in a way that it totally changes the dynamic of the friendship. Maybe not forever, but in that moment, you even think about, do I even still want to be friends with you? Because they say the wrong thing and it hurts because you care about them. So that was an interesting scene. I wish that they gave, remember, I don't know names of characters, only a few characters I know the names of. I know Issa because that's her name in real life, and I know Lawrence because when I first watched the show, I remembered it was Issa and Lawrence. Everybody else, sorry. But I wish the big girl who was had a better little subplot, and I couldn't understand why Issa let her continue to bartend when, instead of like switching her out with somebody else, because if she has a limited amount of liquor and this girl is gonna blow through what little she has quickly, that is not being a good bartender. And how can you get everybody drunk? to try to get them to open their wallets or sign up. So, I thought that was a little silly. And I guess the interracial relationship, once again, it's good to see a different type of diversity between an Asian and black women, in the sense that I feel bad that Asian men get a bad rap, that a lot of times they're cast in the roles of the nerd, or even when they're like the action hero, martial arts hero, they're usually not given a lot of strong romantic moments in those kind of movies. The movies basically focus on the action, and that's it. So there may be a girl there, he may need to rescue that girl, but rarely do I see a love scene or anything like that in like a martial arts film. Not to say that I watched all of them, but the ones I watched, it's not like other action heroes in their movies that get to be really focused on as the romantic lead. And so it was good to see that mix of the romantic leads, while still having plenty of black on black love, because that's kind of what the show's focused on. And that was my take on Insecure season 4. There were things I really liked, most of the sex, and I liked some of the characterization, but some of it I didn't like. For some, Lawrence looked a little weird to me. I don't know if you feel the same way, but did he lose weight or something? It was like his face was a little sunken in or something, or he was skinnier than I remember him. Because of course I've seen him in other things. So why does he look so different? Is it me? Has I just not seen the actor in a long time? Did you think he looked a little skinnier than normal? So let me know in the comments section what you think. What did you think about it? I know so many women are going to get on me and be like, that's what a woman would do. She wouldn't want to deal with her man when knowing that, he's been with one of her friends before they ever knew each other. Thanks for watching. I'm Phoenix Tremaine, and I will catch you in the next video.
All right.